fight escalates.
The Supreme Court will get involved.
23andMe bankruptcy filing.
The data of 15 million customers potentially at risk.
March Madness reaches the Sweet 16.
The right side of a buzzer beater!
Good morning. I'm Steve Kason with the CBS World News Roundup. Overnight, a plane said to be full of Venezuelans who were here illegally left the U.S. after Venezuela's government agreed to accept them. And as we hear from CBS's Ed O'Keefe, the dispute over other plane loads of migrants sent to El Salvador returns to a Washington courtroom this morning.
Appealing the ruling, federal judge James Mosley questioned the president's use of the Alien Enemies Act to send deportation flights to El Salvador and block further use of the law for such expulsions. Attorney General Pam Bondi anticipates the fight will go all the way.
The Supreme Court will get involved. This is an out-of-control judge, a federal judge trying to control our entire foreign policy, and he cannot do it.
And the president's border czar says while they'll abide by court orders, the crackdown on people who they believe are threats to the U.S. will continue.
I don't care what that judge thinks as far as this case. We're going to continue to arrest public safety threats and national security threats.
National Security Advisor Michael Waltz claimed the violent Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua is acting as a proxy of the Venezuelan government.
TDA is acting as a proxy of the Maduro regime. This is how the Alien and Sedition Act applies.
But the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee disputed Waltz's claim.
I haven't seen specific intelligence about whether there's any connection whatsoever between Venezuela and the TDA gang.
According to multiple reports, in an unprecedented move, the Internal Revenue Service is nearing an agreement with Homeland Security to locate undocumented immigrants. Overseas, American and Russian negotiators are holding talks in Saudi Arabia on a partial ceasefire in Ukraine. This comes hours after a round of negotiations between U.S. and Ukrainian delegations. Now to the Middle East, where Hamas says several senior leaders were killed in the latest round of Israeli attacks in Gaza. Here's CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb.
Southern Gaza's largest still-functioning hospital on fire following the Israeli strike. Inside, chaos as dozens of the already sick and wounded suffered injuries and were rushed to safety. Half the staff treating patients here are international medics, including some American doctors. The Israeli military has confirmed it targeted the Nasser hospital in Khan Yunis. It was part of an attempt to kill senior Hamas leader Ismail Barhoum, who was receiving treatment there after being wounded in an airstrike days earlier. A Hamas official later confirmed Barhoum was assassinated. The group also said another of its top members, Salah al-Bardawil, was killed on Saturday in a separate Israeli strike.
Back here at home, the genetic testing company 23andMe has filed for bankruptcy and the CEO has resigned. CBS's Nancy Chen on what it all means for millions of customers.
The Attorney General of California, where 23andMe is headquartered, urged customers to request their information be purged. He says they should consider invoking their rights and directing the company to delete their data and destroy samples of their genetic material.
Former Utah Congresswoman Mia Love, the first black Republican woman elected to the House, has died at 49. She was undergoing brain cancer treatment. Well, this morning, 16 teams are left standing in the men's college basketball tournament, including all 4 top seeds. CBS's Dana Jacobson says Sunday's action featured the 2-time defending champs and a buzzer beater.
Buzzer beater! Derek Queen called game. Into the Sweet 16!
Maryland's Grace is wearing freshman sensation hit the first buzzer beater of the tournament. Elsewhere, the top 4 teams made statements of their own. The road to San Antonio goes through Duke. The Florida Gators denied history for back-to-back champs UConn. Their three-peat journey ended with Coach Dan Hurley in tears.
I don't think I'll ever love a team more because how hard they fought for what we were trying to accomplish and for the honor to play with today.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News Adventures.